So today is July 22nd, 2021. And I'm going to be completely honest. I have not picked up a study book since I failed the LSAT. Excuse me, I'm at work right now. It's no HIPAA violation. The computer's not showing. But here's my dilemma. I don't like to miss family events. The LSAT day that I'm shooting for is the November one. And I don't like to miss family events. And there's a family event happening the same day. And if you know my family, if you know me personally and you know my family, you understand why I don't like to miss certain family events. So I'm kind of stuck. Do I choose the October day? Or do I just suck it up and miss this family event and take it in November? Or do I somehow try to work it out where I make the family event and I'm just a little late? But I really don't want to miss this family event. But I don't know. I'll keep you up. You'll see later on in the video. It's happening in real time for me. For you, you can just fast forward a couple minutes and find out what happened or the title of the video. But that's where I'm at right now. So it is October 26, 2021, and your life has happened. My dad is headed to DC for my aunt's funeral. I wasn't able to make it, but you know, we still gotta keep going with the LSAT. If I don't score well, they're not gonna say you lost a family member, so you get an excuse. That's not gonna happen. But as you can see on the analytical reasoning portion of this practice test that I did, the first two logic games I scored perfectly on. But when it came to 3 and 4, I was just lost. And while doing this, I spent more time on 1 and 2 than I wanted to. I'm glad I got a perfect score. But I definitely need to become more confident with the mixed setup. And there was one where I really just didn't know what to do. Because, yeah, those perfect scores were nice, but I can at least get, some partial points on those other ones. So, yeah, we're pressing through. We're pressing through. Okay, so it's the next day after I did that video of me studying, and the sky, it kind of feels like my mood right now, just a little glim. I just saw a video of a girl who got a 169, and I know comparison is the thief of joy, but why am I struggling to get a 150 at the bare minimum? Now, I do know there are some things that I could have done better, and I have not taken this last test yet, but I'm just ready for a change. I think I can do law school. I really believe I can. I don't know. I don't know. No, I know. I can do it. I'm just tired. I'm just tired right now. So you see the time, you see the date. It's November 4th, 2021, a little more than a week before the test. And on my practice, I got a 150. Now, it's not amazing to some people, but this is a lot better improvement than what I had before. I really did feel confident on the analytical reasoning, which is the logic game portion. It was one game I didn't get to, but it is what it is. I'll take it. But, let's see what I can do in a week. I really think I can get a decent score on the test. You see the thumbnail, you see the title of this video. I really don't know what I have yet. So, let's go. Let's keep studying. Let's knock it out. So it's November 5th, still studying. And I was stuck on this question. I'm not sure if it's focusing or not. Okay, there it is. So it's identify the principle. The skill is technique, roles, and principles. And it's a science question. Now, the thing about the LSAT is you do not need any outside knowledge. But maybe it just takes me a while, but I got this question wrong. It just takes my brain a little bit longer to process science questions because it's just not my strong point. It was never my strong point in school. I had some amazing science teachers, Ms. Bothrop, Mr. Kelderman, Ms. Lutz. I just didn't like science. It's just never been It's just never been my strong point. So it takes me a little bit longer to understand what the question is trying to say. After about 10 minutes, I understand why I got the question wrong. Unlike, maybe a history or a food question where I can clearly understand what the question is trying to say and get to an answer because my brain is already familiar with the concept. So you don't need any outside knowledge, but it does help if you understand the concept just a little bit, or at least the general premise of the concept. So part of this journey is just being transparent. You see the date, November 8th, and yesterday I took a practice test and got a 146, 4 points lower than the last test that I took. So the analytical reasoning, usually what I do good at, for some reason, yesterday, it just didn't turn out well. And part of it is I just spent too much time not truly understanding the question when I could have made some deductions. So this one, usually on logic games, the first question is just an ordering, given info, put these in order. Now this one was a little different. It was, which one cannot be in slot 5? So what I did yesterday, I wasted time drawing all these graphs trying to figure out which one could have been in slot 5. Now, as you can see, I got the right answer. But looking at my original diagram, as you can see, Z and W have to be, or they could be equal. X is after, so the earliest that V could be is slot, or the latest V could be is slot 4 out of 6. Instead of, just looking at my graph and seeing that, I wasted about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, drawing extra graphs. So I'm learning. It's not perfect. Hopefully I can figure this out by Saturday, but let's get to studying. It's still the same day, just a little later. So that logic game, the first one I was working on, I made such a dumb mistake. I knew the answers. There was one where I was a little stumped up on, but the other two questions I got wrong. If I would have just paid a little bit more attention and not just been so apprehensive, then I probably would have gotten a perfect score or only missed that one question I wasn't sure about. The next logic game I did, it was a grouping setup, and I only missed one question. It was one of these, is it all or who's missing? And it was neither two. It was the second choice I was going to get. But I spent so much time on these first two games. By the time I got to the next one, the third one, I got the first two, and then after that, I just kept guessing. And then whoever said that if you put C down, you at least get one right answer, why did I not get one right answer on that logic game? And I put C down for all of them just because I ran out of time. So whoever said that, you're lying. Because I thought out of 7 questions, at least one of the answers will be C, so. And that's just my computer. I'm going to spend some more time doing definitely the grouping setup, or the mix setup, because I just need to be more sure. If I can get at least 2 or 3 points, I can get 2 or 3 more points on the LSAT, and any point I can get, I'll take. That and reading are definitely the things I need to work on. And I know I should have been doing this earlier, but life happened. It's not an excuse, but it's the truth. Life happened, and my main focus at that point was not doing the LSAT. But, here we are now. We're finishing out as strong as we can. My goal is to do a practice test on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then go over them Thursday and possibly Friday. Friday, I don't want to do too much. I want to have a fresh brain for Saturday morning because it's open enrollment. You'll find out after I either quit this job or get fired what I'm talking about. But this is a busy season at work. And I'm taking, a very important and stressful test. But yeah, I want to have as little on my mind on Friday, so Saturday morning I can be refreshed and ready to go and just knock this LSAT out If I can get a 150, I'll be happy, but I may try to get the highest that I can get. So I think the next time I film, it'll probably be Thursday. Might be Friday morning. Might be Saturday. I don't know. I'm sleepy, y'all. Even after this hour from daylight savings, I'm just tired. I'm tired. So it just dawned on me that it's virtual, and I had to go to ProctorU and schedule a time. And because I waited to the last minute, which is my fault, it's nobody to blame but myself, I'm doing it Friday at 7:50 p.m. because there are no tests available on Saturday. And Sunday, I won't be able to make it. So, I'm doing the LSAT on Friday evening after open enrollment I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. It's my fault. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So it is Thursday, November 11th, 2021. In 24 hours, I'll be well into the next LSAT, hopefully. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, I took 2 tests. Respectively, I got a 143 and a 147. This 143, it was just a bad day. It was just a bad day. But this 147 is interesting because there was this YouTube video that I found, and it was about identifying the flaw. Like, you know there is a flaw, but what sort of flaw is it? I watched that video. It was 25 minutes. It was a little corny, but I did a lot better on the logical reasoning. Usually, I get barely half. I usually don't even get half. But I got over half this time. But what surprised me was the analytical reasoning, the logic games, I did terrible on. It was one game. Will it show? It was one game. I did not get one question right on the full game, which just surprised me. I don't know what it was. This fourth one, I just put a random answer down. But yeah, this second question, or this second game, I didn't even get one answer right. So I'm going to definitely go back over that game and see what went wrong. I think I misunderstood the order, like it was from front to last, or I did from last to front, or something like that. But I'm going to go back over that. So, since Tuesday night, I have not checked social media. Like, I watched a couple of YouTube videos, but like my private social media, my Snapchat, my Instagram, my Facebook, I don't get on that because I want none of that to be in my mind. I just want LSAT to be the main focus of everything. Not who's going on vacation, not whoever's drama in Wichita. I just want the LSAT to be my focus. So this will probably be the last video before the LSAT. I don't know if it's daylight savings time or just test jitters. I can't speak today. But I don't know. I just feel a little wheezy. I almost had a Florida Evans moment cooking today. If you watch Good Times, then you know exactly what show I'm talking about, what episode, but it wasn't that bad while I'm about to break a dish. So here is the thing that we will be taking the test with, the Microsoft Go. Here is the little unboxing. I'll just do it now to get it over with. It comes with, you know, the instruction manual, a return slip, and here's the actual. Here's the actual device that we'll be using to take the test. It comes with the charger. I need to return the charger from the last time I took it, but yeah, here it is. I hope I do better on this test. I hope I do. I'm just ready for a change in life. And I believe that this LSAT will do that if I get a high enough score. Here's what it looks like on, as it's not focusing. There it is. It says the time, the date, LSAT, You can't get anything on there. It already pre-comes with... That didn't come out right. It already comes with instructions of what to do, so... Yeah, the next time you'll see me, it'll be after the LSAT. Hopefully I'm eating Mike and Nikes. Well, I'll be done with the LSAT one way or another, so... I'm going to celebrate with a pack of Mike and Nikes. So it's right before the test. I have an hour and 20 minutes left. Usually I go out to eat or something, but today I'm just eating some grapes at home and some chicken. This is the first thing I've had to eat all day. I almost put the grapes in the microwave because I've just been a little apprehensive. I had a hard time sleeping last night, but let's do it. Let's see what we're going to get on the test. I know I haven't shaved in almost 2 weeks. But the next time you see me, the LSAT will be over. It's been about 15-20 minutes since I finished the LSAT. And as promised, I had some hot tamales. I think I said Mike and Nikes earlier, but I meant hot tamales. I don't think I got a 139. But I hope my LSAT score can touch the hem of Jesus' garment. So, first round, I can't go into the details because we signed this waiver. But I can at least tell you the 4 different tests that I took. 3 of them will be scored. First test I get, it's the analytical reasoning, which is the logic games. This is, my forte. It's a couple of questions I get stopped up on, but I do all 4 logic games. Some I'm better at than others, but I figure most of it out. I get through it. If this is a boxing match, then I got hit a couple of times, but I'm in it and I'm winning. Okay? Second round, if you know me, or if you've seen this video, you know that reading comprehension is my lowest point. I almost got knocked out. I took a good couple of hits, but I still persevered, still made it through. Now I'm at break. Another thing, I don't recommend taking the LSAT at nighttime. You want to see outside. You want to just see the sun, some sense of daylight. It helps you, trust me. Okay, so after break, I realized, that's the first half. I still have 2 more halves left to go. I know one of these will be graded. I'm not sure which one. I know I have 1 logical reasoning, which I'm relatively decent at. So I feel decent about the logical reasoning. Now it's my 4th section. So it's 1 logical reasoning, 1 analytical reasoning, and 1 reading comprehension that I scored. And then there's a 4th one, which is like a mystery. 1 section you're going to do twice. One they're going to grade, the other one they're going to do for, I don't know how to say it, to test the question. Why is it another reading comprehension? I did the best I could, but I went the distance. One of the questions, one of the stories, I just had to put A down for everything because I just couldn't get to it in time. But I hope I have a decent score. So my score was released today. I didn't even know it was going to be released. I just checked my email. But you see, the day is December 1st. And this time, I went ahead and checked my email first because doing it live, last time I got embarrassed. Now, as you remember last time, I got a 139. You see, the June 2021 LSAT. I didn't do much better. I did some better, but I didn't get that 150. I got a 146 for the November 2021 LSAT. Now, it's not terrible, but it's still not good. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised with my score. Like I said, out of any of the 2 sections that I could have gotten, it will be the ones that I struggled the most on, which was the reading. Later on, I don't know if I'll take this again. I might just try the GRE because I don't know how much more of this I can take. But I did do significantly better. I did feel better with some of the logic games, and that logical reasoning can be, give or take depending on. But I know that reading I struggled on both of those sections, which could have given me a 150, but yeah. I feel like a failure, but not as much of a failure as I did the last time. That 139 is like, why did you even show up? Like, did you even look at the booklet? A 146 is like, okay, you put forth a little bit effort. You came short in some sections, but you knew you had an idea of what you were doing. I just don't know how people can take this test on the first time and get a 150 and stuff like that. But that's the end of the video. I got a 146. I went from a 139 to a 146 on the LSAT.